Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. So, yeah, I am back mostly from COVID. I had a couple rebounds, but I'm mostly well. Now I'm just feeling crummy because of the heat. So, yeah. And as you can see, I'm also here in person. So, oh great, they're like stream manager. Okay, so I can see that I'm actually here. Um, so yeah, I was kind of trying to figure out what exactly to work on first. Seems kind of momentous, but you know. So I decided to go back to Jessica's Fabulous Mansion, at least the house from Jessica's Fabulous Mansion. Um, so yeah, I think I'm gonna work on the kitchen because the rest of the house, I'm still kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure if I want to keep this layout. It just, there's never anything you can do with this lobby or whatever you call it, foyer. Maybe I could knock down the walls, but then it's kind of like, well, do you want this huge room that that is kind of a pass through? So it's just those decisions that make me decide to do something like the kitchen instead for my first time back. So I started playing around. I think what I'm going to go with is this, because I'm going with the paneling, at least in this room, I think. I mean, I could change things. But I figured I'd go with this. I think the white and that, I forget what this color is. I think that's a nice color, and I thought against yellow would be really nice. I think I'm gonna put a door in here because the really ugly stuff I haven't worked on yet through there is kind of distracting. So I don't remember what kind of door I'm looking at. So yeah, the reason why I was out the last 3 weeks is to a great extent because of my throat. So yeah, I was diagnosed with COVID. Well, diagnosed. I got symptoms and had a positive COVID test 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago yesterday, and it was the first week wasn't horrible, and then what happened is I got a rebound last week because of I guess Paxlovid. I'm not sure if you can get a rebound without Paxlovid, but anyway. So it was actually a lot worse than the initial phase. So yeah, so then I was really sick the last week. And so my vacation sucked because that was my first week of COVID. So it wasn't really much of a vacation. Although I knew I was going to get sick probably. I knew my chances were high because the Friday before, my last day before vacation, my son had symptoms and then tested positive, and I was like, oh crap. So I finished up my work that Friday, and the next couple of days I like frantically started doing all the stuff I've been planning on doing for my vacation because I knew the chances were like really, really good that I was going to get this. Oh, it's sky blue. So I like sewed a bunch of curtains. I actually did mostly sewing and just some other stuff I wanted to do, slight organizational things. But I was planning on doing like major organization over my vacation, and that's obviously gonna have to wait till like Thanksgiving week or something like that. So I started working again last Tuesday, and went back into work today. But it was like this perfect storm at work last Monday because I messaged on Slack and said, hey, you guys, I'm getting there, but I'm still feeling pretty crummy. And one coworker said, oh yeah, actually my daughter my daughter tested positive this morning, and then another coworker said, yeah, my partner and I, my husband and I now have to take care of a 1-year-old with COVID because their parents are really sick. So we had like this perfect storm of COVID. So now those two coworkers are still working from home. So I don't remember these lines, these horizontal lines. I think I'm probably going to do part of this room in the tile. I just figured that I'm going to put the tile up once I have the layout. I guess I don't have to actually put this stuff up. But, so it might be this section, like wherever I put the stove. So, but you'll probably also see me wiping my face because it's cooled down. So now it's only about 85. Yesterday it went up to 105. And you have to understand, no one has air conditioning because this is a very temperate climate. And so we have very, very rare heat waves. So it's just not worth it for anyone to get AC, and so no one has it. So yeah, it's been kind of hairy, especially because I have MS, and what happens is I get some symptoms when I get overheated, and so yeah, kind of sucks a little. But so yeah, I mean, I kept wanting to stream and being like, well, maybe I can do it today. I don't feel horrible, but I was so drained, and I felt like I just won't be talking because I'm so tired. So it didn't seem like that would be very entertaining. And then also today we had one of our student workers started, who and I supervised them, so I literally had to talk for 3 hours. So my throat is actually somewhat sore. I think I'll just finish this while up. So yeah. So I'm probably just gonna do one stream because it's freaking hot and my throat hurts. So yeah, this is problematic. I think I'm going to I'm gonna try painting it sky blue because that's kind of bugging me. So, and yeah, this is me, no makeup, because I figured I'll just begin as I mean to go on. Lip gloss, that's it. So, as you can tell, I'm old, and please tell me if sky blue, yeah. And I am what I am. So, so that would look fine if I don't know. I think for now I'm gonna just paint the inside of the window well with the sky blue, because these things bug me when they're like this. So I might do a second stream. If I do, it's going to be Power Wash Simulator. But it's really, really hot. So I might just want to lay down and read. Okay, so the floor I think I'm going to do in the tile that I'm going to put. And I apologize if you can hear the cars and stuff going by. I like had to open the window because it's so freaking hot. It's not, which one is it? Okay, it is the Louis or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with the floor, I think. Yeah, I think so. Wow, this floor out here looks horrible. So I think I'm just gonna put down just basic wood floor quickly because it's bothering me. It's irritating me. So let's just do this one. I was thinking of doing the outside for the stream because it definitely needs it, but I just decided to hold off on that. Wow, that's really yellow. Okay. So I'm gonna do the snowman. I know I use this a lot. I actually tried to use the lemon. Which one is it? Apple Nintendo. And I just couldn't find. I really wanted this yellow, and the Apple Nintendo, unless I'm wrong, doesn't have pastel. Yeah, no, it's got light, it's got wood, and it's got dark. So that's why I ended up with a snowman, because I like the bright yellow. Hey, Barry. And guys, you'll see on my camera, this is what I use for my chat. That's what I got, at least right now. I'm getting there. I hate to complain because I know a lot of people had it much worse, but it's been kind of crappy. And I still have a sore throat, and the heat is kicking my butt, but hey, I didn't have to go to the hospital, so it's very different than it would have been a couple of years ago. So I have nothing to complain about. So I'm pretty happy. My son, he was sick for about a week, and he could have actually gone back to work earlier, except he kept testing positive even after he didn't. He still has symptoms. He's like coughing and stuff, but yeah. So we figure it's probably with some of his friends who came over to help him switch rooms with my husband, and yeah. So we think they're the culprits, although none of them ended up testing. You know what? I think I'm going to use the bigger one. None of them were symptomatic, so who knows? But yeah, it was just, for me, it just was like a waste of 3 weeks. So that's my main complaint. But I really can't complain. So how are you doing? You started school, right? Ooh. Well, that's good. At least you both tested negative. But yeah, that doesn't mean you didn't feel crummy. So how's school? Yeah, you've started, right? I mean, I know you said roommate, so I'm just operating under that assumption also. That doesn't really, I don't like this sink, actually. That's kind of a crummy looking sink. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to the basic one. So yeah, I mean, I was saying I also had to, because one of our student workers started today, and I'm the supervisor, so literally for 3 hours I was talking, which was kind of the last thing I needed, but that's the way it goes. I guess I'll just make 2 sinks. I don't know, that probably makes sense. Okay, so snowman, pastel, corner. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's like disgustingly hot. It's gone down, but 105 yesterday. It was just so bizarre. And we have no AC on campus either. Like, I kind of miss working in chemistry now because the building was like climate controlled. But that's the way it goes. Dishwasher. Yeah, I felt so bad that I wasn't streaming, but I was in such bad shape. It was like it wasn't good. Especially with the rebound. The rebound just was really nasty. Oh. Did I? Oh, we keep getting these texts saying, please save energy. I was like, you know, none of us have air conditioners. I mean, barely anyone around here has an air conditioner. My parents do. My parents have, wow, why did I do that with the door? I'm gonna have to change that. Hey, Lua. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing better. And thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I was just looking at TikTok the other day. So let me just see Barry. Oh, that's great. Ooh. Oh, well, you know what? It might just be the stress. Even though, like, you were looking forward to this and you did the camp and everything, so you kind of got used to it, it's still stressful, you know? 2 more weeks of football. Sounds like fun. Oh, wait a minute, they're doing football? What do they usually do? I forget. Let's see, white gloss. They usually do. I can't remember what they normally do. Oh my god, my brain. This is the other thing, is that at least for me, COVID foggy brain is totally real. It was kind of embarrassing at work a couple times. Yeah, it is probably stressing me. I get depressed a lot after I'm sick. Like, it's kind of a lag, but yeah, so that happens a lot. But also, I mean, even if this is something you're looking forward to and you're enjoying it, it's still stress. It may not be like bad stress, but it's still stress, and stress can affect your mental health, obviously. I'm like cutting out all the light here. There are going to be so many hanging cupboards. But yeah, you'll acclimate, and also all the expectations. Like the first few days, you get your syllabi, and you're like, oh my god, how am I going to do all this? So there's that too. Is there anything more interesting than put something? Let's see. Oh my gosh, it is so hot. I also fiddle with the sound, so I turn the music up a little to have that going a little more. I don't know what to put up there. I don't know. I guess there's nothing really interesting. It's all just cupboards. I don't think this has the hanging open cupboards, does it? I don't think it does. I think I just zipped through and saw all of it. Hockey, basketball. Right. Okay. That's right. Yeah, yeah, so I am feeling better. I mean, anything is better than where I was like a week and a half ago, or even last week. It wasn't fun. But again, I can't really complain because, you know, I didn't end up in the hospital. My husband didn't get sick, which was something my son and I were really worried about. Oh, that's tiny. Because he's almost 75 and he gets pneumonia really easily. So of the three of us, the chances of ending up in the hospital were definitely weighted toward him. And he didn't get symptoms. He did a test last week. Came out negative, so he dodged the bullet, thankfully. Oh, God. Yeah, so I had to talk a lot today, which was not really what I wanted to do. Let's do let's see, one. Why do I get so finicky about these? Okay. There. And then a closed front one, which of course I don't have here. The one good thing, another good thing also was that since I was supposed to be on vacation, I wasn't stressed, at least the first week, about not working and like leaving people in the lurch, because I wasn't expected to be there anyway. So that definitely was helpful. Okay, so let's put some fluorescent lights under here. Oh, God. Hey, Nikki. Yes, it's like old home week. Yeah, it's yeah, I know. I feel like I've been away like forever. It's like it's such a, this is such a part of my routine that it was really weird. So like streaming every night is just like, I felt really guilty, but I was just so freaking sick. I mean, I'm sick all the time, but this was like, Oh, yeah, okay. That's great. That's great. So you probably have so all that stress at once is probably why you're kind of having a downturn. I mean, that's definitely stressful. There was a lot going on for you, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, totally. But I got some stuff done when I was sick. So, like I said, I got my son got sick on Friday, my last day of work before vacation. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. And so I knew I knew the chances were just really, really strong that I was going to get sick. So like Saturday and Sunday, then I did a lot of sewing and a few other things. I can't remember what else besides sewing, but I made a bunch of curtains. I made curtains for our bathroom, new curtains, and then I started making curtains for like the laundry room. I made a shower curtain for my son's bathroom. I'm going to make I started the matching curtains, but then I ran out of fabric and I had to order new fabric. So how does this one look? That's pretty good. So I did get some stuff done, and then I worked on my step granddaughter's jumper, which I put on Twitter. I might have put it on YouTube too, on a post, but I just started it. So I actually got the front done, and I started on the back. So I actually, because all I was doing was like watching TV and laying on the couch and knitting. So even though it was a fairly complicated, I never find any of these I really like, pattern. Oh, that's too big. So I still spent like 40-50 hours on it. So yeah, I actually got the front done. And I was so psyched when I looked at the back pattern. I was like, oh my God, it's just knit purl. Yeah. I hate being sick. I'm not like, no one likes being sick, but for me, it's, that would be way too white, wouldn't it? For me, just with the ADHD, and there's just like so much I need to do. Well, it's like so hard to find the right size stove hood. Okay, so not the Emmett. And this one is not going to work because they're not going to have the right color. I could do white. Let's see how this one goes. That's, yeah, that's a little big. Rats. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I mean, I know I like to, I like to be a constant. You can tell that I barely ever miss a day of streaming. And so, because I like to be consistent, but it was just like, and I kept saying, well, maybe I can do, maybe I can do a stream. And then it would be time and I'd be like, oh my God. It wasn't just feeling crappy. It also was the complete lack of energy. So I was like, yeah, I wouldn't even be really talking. I think I'm just going to go with this one. No, I'm not. Shoot. Why is it like, okay, what if I did this one? So that's white wood. If I did that white, I mean, it's not perfect, but the paneling is white wood. So it's not horrible. Oh my God, it looks huge. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to either not worry about a hood, or I'm going to see if there's a snowman one with one of the cutouts where you can pretend it's a hood and a fan. Oh, you did? Oh, red walls? Not red walls in the clothes laundry, right? Oh yeah, I'm excited for the farm too. I think it's going to be the I think the words I think the furniture is going to be pretty rustic. So we're definitely not going to be going in the luxury direction. Um, but that's okay. Let's see. So we'll just pretend that's a fan under there, right? So none of these have a fan, do they? I don't know why I'm obsessing over this. That one doesn't have a fan, right? No. I guess I'll use the smaller one just so that I have more latitude with the other stuff. Yeah, we'll just pretend there's a little fan there. I really like that stove. That's why I'm being really picky about this. Okay. Okay, so then what else do we need? We need, that's great. What teddies? Oh, okay, okay. Um, again, like words. Yeah, I had a meeting with my boss last Wednesday, our weekly meeting. It was so embarrassing. I could not think of words. It just sucked. I was just like, seriously, this is from COVID. This is not me. So wait a minute. I have the sinks. What am I missing? I have the sinks, the dishwasher. There has to be another functional cabinet, right? I guess it's the oven, right? So, okay. So I can just use regular cabinets. I don't know. Guess we'll just do, yeah, I can spell. Okay, so we'll do at least one of these. I really go over here. Your dishes and stuff. Oh, a refrigerator. Yeah, that would help. Last time I think I put the fridge over here, which I think worked out well because let's take Snowman out of here. Because it just kept it out of the way. Electronic equipment. What? Why am I getting bathroom? Do I have to go to kitchen? I can't. That's weird. I never noticed that. Electronic equipment. Yeah. Refrigeration. Okay. Okay, the Apple Nintendo one is huge. Finally get rid of the freaking garages. Oh, really? No, I didn't see it. You would think that, you would think that I had time, but I did a really weird collection of stuff that I was watching. Barry works pretty well. It's just stressful because I was away a week longer than I expected to be, and things are beginning to heat up. So it's just really, that's a huge fridge. This is a big kitchen. So yeah, I mean, it's fine, but I'm behind by like a week, which is never something that I really want. So, let's see. What do I want to do with the windows? We wish we had some nice colorful ones. Yeah, I didn't see the update. I guess I should watch that. What did I watch? I'm trying to remember now. Oh my God, I can't remember. Oh my God, my brain is so... I watched like one thing. What did I watch? I watched like a series or something. Like the whole thing. And now I can't remember what it is. Oh my God, I hope this clears up soon because... What did I watch? Oh my God, I can't remember what I watched. This is just one of those. No, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna do white for now. I'm gonna see if I can find something else. But I watched The Gray Man twice. Ooh, I did watch most of The Sandman. I was watching something on Hulu. Oh, right. I watched Only Murders in the Building. I watched the whole thing, which I really enjoyed. And so that's actually that I did do a couple like recordings when I was sick, like not streams, because I knew I'd be talking a lot during streams and like halfway through I'd have no voice left. No, I didn't see. Okay, so horse, cow, chicken. But can we do anything with them, or are they just like, I mean, are they going to have some of the functionality of pets, or are they going to be just, you know, like AI things? Oh my God, it's still so hot in here. I'm looking for something to fan myself with. Not that that's going to help for long, but they say that you like heat yourself up more by like actually doing the fanning than you cool yourself down with the fanning, which is probably true. Okay, so I'm going to do... See, you can probably tell my brain is just not where it used to be. Why don't I put the island down? Tabletop yellow. Is that white gloss? It looks kind of crummy, doesn't it? God, that looks huge. I know I've done this exact thing before. Why does that look so big? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Kind of. Okay, yeah. Well, at least you're going to sleep at a reasonable hour instead of college hours. Yeah, it's good to see you too. And yeah, I will definitely be back to my regular schedule. Except for I probably won't do 2 streams. Probably only do 1 stream a night for a few days because I am still pretty pooped. So have a good night and de-stress. Very important. I'm trying to remember. I didn't I don't think I got depressed like when I first started college. I got depressed when I got kicked out of college. I did get back in. I got kicked out for academic reasons, not like misbehaving reasons. I did get back in, as I said. Okay, let's see. let's do... Okay. It's just like lots and lots of cupboards. Not sure this is really that... I don't know. It's going to take a lot of decorating with all the little stuff. Oh, really? Well, you got... I assume you got some kind of Novocaine. And... Oh, that's right. My son had his wisdom teeth consultation. And that's coming up. So, yeah. What are you supposed to be doing? I think my husband actually had a tooth taken out. And I don't think they've done any cosmetic stuff. Of course, a lot of stuff didn't get done during the beginning of the pandemic. There. I just feel like I'm probably doing more cupboards than I need, but I'll put some here. A couple here. Let's do some drawer ones. Man, I'm boiling. We had the we only have a 1-floor house, so we like pretty much never leave the windows open just for security reasons. But last night we were just like, yeah, we need that fan going. We like seriously need that fan going. It was really nasty. Why does it seem like so? I kind of have that. It's not exactly centered, is it? There. Okay. Okay, so I need to put a few more there. Oh, really? Oh. Oh, God, that sounds painful. It sounds extremely painful. And I hate, like, I'm really, like, sensitive. I have sensitive teeth. So then when they do, when they're doing, it just, because there are so many times in the past when they've been cleaning my teeth or doing something and, you know, they don't give you any Novocaine for cleaning your teeth, although I honestly would really like it. And so I just like flinch because there's so many times in the past when they've hit like one of the sensitive spots that is just kind of like instinctive to just, it's like stresses me out big time. I think I'm going to pop one of those like hanging snowman hang. Where is it? I'm going to pop one of these up here just to kill, that's boring. Here, I'll do this one just to save time. God, this is a huge kitchen. I don't think I really realized how big this kitchen was. Snowman corner. Yeah, every time I do this kitchen, I completely forget how huge it is. Well, I guess I can... Oh, it's gonna hang. It's gonna hang over. I'll just put another one up. How long have I been going? Okay, so I'm actually doing pretty well time-wise. God, yeah, I hate teeth stuff. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, and they can actually do a lot of, not damage, but like 60 centimeters, okay. So like, So my son's getting his removed. Um, and I was actually going to pay for him to get the mold to whiten his teeth, because I actually have to do mine, but something about, it's like something genetic or something, and our teeth like look yellow, which is depressing. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, because your teeth can move around after you get the wisdom teeth removed. So we decided that we'd wait a few months and let his teeth, do whatever they're going to do. Yeah, so they can actually do a lot of, not damage necessarily, but yeah, you may find that things start moving around. Okay, so I don't like this. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the lights. Not a clue. Okay, so I don't want to use this because that'll make it pink and yellow. Oh, I'll just, you know what? I'll be totally boring and I'll just do these. I think I'll just do white. Now, is there something a little more interesting? I don't think the brass really goes, but let's see. I mean, nah, not really. Is there something else? Please tell me there's something else. These are, yeah, you know what? I keep going back to these because they're really good because they have a really gentle light. Oh, really? Huh. Yeah, my son's 19 and I had mine done when I was a little older than you. So yeah, mine may not have moved, but the thing is, what happens is because of how big he's always been, he got his teeth in earlier than normal. So I think that it makes sense that he's actually getting, they actually recommended he get his wisdom teeth out because, I mean, not chronologically, but physically developmentally, he's always been, ahead. So, I had a moderately minor bad experience when I had mine done that I haven't told him about yet. It's not a huge deal, but it was, some of the stitches popped when I was sleeping one night and it was messy. But I haven't shared that with him. Let's see, this one, let's do that one. I think that fits nicely. Okay, so I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Well, actually I need a rug too, don't I? Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Yeah, it was just, now why I had to, for some reason my dad had to drive me even though I wasn't living at home. No, wait a minute, he drove me to get them taken out. Because, because I had to have someone, I obviously had to have someone drive me. My mom was just like, she was just like, oh, I can't take time off from work. And I'm like, okay. And luckily my dad was like, yeah, I can do it. I was like, yeah, as usual. Thanks, Dad. Unbelievable. She's, yep. She's who she is. But then, of course, I was working. I think I was working retail then. And my sister had some surgery. And so then, for some reason, I was expected to leave work and pick my sister up at the train station. I was like, this is the problem with being the eldest daughter. This is what happens. I don't like that rug. I actually like that rug, but I don't like it there. Yeah, eldest daughter syndrome. Oh, good. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, mom's, you know, mine just, she is who she is. Uh, what do I have? Wait a minute, maybe this, I guess, would be a backup, but I would like something brighter. I must have something. What do we have? Um, not wild about a lot of these patterns. That's a problem. Okay, so this is just the same one, same pattern. Let's try. No. Okay, let's try carpet. Because there are some, like, there's one with, yeah. Oh my God. It's just like, I don't understand how that happens. My mom went back to work when I was 12. So my next youngest sister is only not even 2 years younger. But I was the one who spent the summer going around the house with my mom. I don't like this. See this? Learning how to clean the house. And then I was the one when my parents were coming home. I think I'll just go with that for now. Maybe. I was the one who'd be running around, like before my parents got home, trying to get my sisters to pick their stuff up. And of course, they would just be like watching TV. So I'd end up picking the stuff up so that my parents wouldn't come home and just get upset. I was like, why? But it, like, no matter how old you are, it just, I don't know, it seems like it doesn't change. Okay, so this is not my first choice, but, you know. Okay, so I'm going to start doing the accessories. Yeah, eldest daughter, there was something like, yes, I know. Oh, and okay, so here's the thing that really sucked. So, so I was working, so I've been working at the library. I had a decent job at the library for years. And then, excuse me, I'm sorry, my nose is, the dust is getting bad. And I forget what my mom, so neither one of my sisters could drive yet. So my mom like begged me to quit my job and said she'd pay me to drive my sisters around, to babysit them. Like we had a series of people and then doing it. And then I got my job and then, okay, now I'm losing track. So I was like, well, okay. So she pays me. This is exactly what happened in college too. So she paid me for a month and then she just stopped paying me. I think I'm gonna use a wood one. And I was like, after a couple months, I was like, no, I'm going back to work. So I got a job at the supermarket. I was like, yeah, you're not paying me. And she just like didn't explain why. But the same thing happened when I was in college. She was going to send me spending money. She did it for a month. And then that was it. It was done. So then I went out and got, I think I just had one job the first year. I don't like, why? It's like, why am I not liking any of these cutting boards? They're just cutting boards. But yeah, it was like, it's like there's this expectation that you're like, I don't want to be overly dramatic and say a slave, but it's like my sisters were not expected to do anything, which I didn't. Oh my gosh, sorry, my nose is just, it's just really itchy. So, my sisters were like perfectly capable of learning this stuff, but no. It just like by default, it was always me. I don't get it. You like that rug? Okay. Yeah, just to me, I would rather have something with a pattern, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna freak out over it. Okay, so of course now I've used up all the wall space. That's brilliant. Okay, so I can put them here. Let's move this here. Okay, so I'm missing a ton of stuff. What am I missing? Drying rack, dish soap. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my mom did to get my sisters someone when I went back to work. When I was a senior in high school. I think I was a senior. I got my license kind of late, so I probably was a senior. Yeah, I was. There were some tweets recently. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, that was it. It was like, oh yeah, you've got your license. I mean, I would have been fine if she had kept paying me. But I left a paying job. And yeah, I mean, it's just like being the eldest daughter. I don't get it. I don't think actually, I'll be honest though, I'm not sure that it actually necessarily did my siblings any favors that they weren't expected to do anything. Because, well, let's just say that, I think they definitely didn't benefit from it in the long run, even though I'm sure they liked sitting around watching TV while I was running around picking all their stuff up. I'm not bitter or anything. Not in the least. Yeah, there was something, I don't know if it was it Bored Panda or someone did, maybe it might have been someone else doing a thing on, my brain is just still not really here, on, tweets, from and about being an eldest daughter. And I just they all made me laugh. I was like, it just, people who are I think maybe only children also, possibly, only daughters, possibly, but then you don't have the younger kids to take care of. So my mom always complains about having been only child, but I just look at her like, yeah, given that I was the free help, I'm not feeling terribly sorry for you. Oh, wow. Yeah, Eldest daughter support system. I don't understand people who think that when they're guests that they just automatically can just do what they want and you're going to pick up after them. But I think that is kind of, in some cases, it is the result of that. If they had an elder sibling, and it's not always the daughter, but I mean, it just depends on the situation. If there's a boy and they're much older than the other siblings, I'm positive that the same thing happens. But if there's a girl, that's how it is. My sisters were such slobs. I'm not sure they've actually. Now, I have to admit, I am not before I got MS, I used to clean all the time. Every weekend, I would clean the whole house. And then when I got MS, it just wasn't possible. And so I clean a lot less than I used to. So, yeah, I mean, I can't, but my sisters don't have MS. And they're like not the neatest people in the world. I think I have a good excuse. Let's see. Okay, so I don't think I need one over there. I feel like am I missing so many accessories here? Yeah. What was it? I keep reading the I'm not going to say the word, but there's a Reddit AITA, which is hysterical. People put up their, put up their story, and they're saying, am I the, let's just say jerk, to keep it family friendly. And it's just amazing what some families do. And then I think that, and then I'm like, yeah, I guess my family has some of those stories too, come to think of it. So I know there's like a ton of stuff that I'm normally put up. What is going on? Okay, so there's spices. It just looks like I normally have so much more color here. Yeah, I was telling it. So I told a story in this one woman's thread. So in the 80s, I worked for a maybe I do need a light under there, management consulting firm. And this big thing in the 80s was quality circles. So people who are all in the same job would like get together and like talk about best practices and stuff like that. And so I was a receptionist. It was kind of hard to describe the job, but it was, let's just say receptionist for the sake, but there were multiple receptionists. So there was one for each group. So there were like, I don't know, 8 or 10 groups in the company. And so they were like, okay, so you guys are all going to do a quality circle. And we were like, okay. I think it was a Japanese thing. The 80s were like totally, everyone was really hot on any business practice that Japanese would do. It was like, that was what would go on. So here's this group of people who like aren't normally in meetings, right? So everyone settles down, but they didn't give us an agenda. They didn't like have someone, not a guide, but like a facilitator of any kind. So we sit down and, everyone chats for a little while, and then the chat dies down and we're all sitting there looking at each other. And so being an eldest daughter, after like a few minutes, not a few minutes, like 2 minutes, like I waited to see if someone else wanted to jump in, because I always do that. And I was like, okay, so here's an idea. Why don't we, I can't remember if we had a whiteboard or one of those big, I don't think we had those big Post-it note pads yet. We could have had a non-Post-it note pad. So it might have been that. So whatever, let's just say it was a whiteboard. I was like, so here's an idea. Why don't we, I still don't know how I'm going to place this. Why don't we start writing down, and this was called blue skying. Why don't we start writing down on the left side, in a column, all the challenges we run into. I don't think I used the word challenges because that wasn't a word that people used at that time in business, but all our problems. Yeah, microwave. You're right. Like all the problems we run into or things we want to fix, something like that. And then on the right side, let's try to think of let's just come up with some possible, ways to handle those issues. Because it was like everyone was just sitting there staring at each other. Okay, that doesn't make sense with the microwave there. Okay. I think I screwed things over by putting this here in the 2 sinks. I don't think that works. So it was just like, That's like the story of my life in business. I was like, if everyone's just sitting there staring at each other, or if like people can't come to some kind of consensus, maybe it's just my complete lack of patience. But I'll generally, end up jumping in and be like, okay, wait a minute, well, how about, blah blah blah. So, but I think that's probably from the eldest daughter thing, which is kind of sad. Now, what can I put here? I normally put? I like normally have so much stuff. My brain, I can't wait till my brain comes back. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, okay, so I like that. Where did I get this stuff? Oh, I think I got it for the coffee house, which I still have to finish. I love bread. Maybe do another bread basket over here. This over here. And a teapot. I wish you could search by... Oh, really? Oh, God. Mine does. I remember doing, of course you get multiple projects in, what else do I usually put in here? Multiple projects in college and high school too sometimes, but I remember like at least 2 projects where I did all the work because the other person just didn't do anything. I do remember one time when I let her screw herself, because I went to a women's college. I do remember in one case where I let the other student just totally screw herself. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not carrying her. She's not going to do it. Yeah. Be a little vindictive. But, I mean, and I tried. And then remember, this was getting in touch was like you had to call the other person's dorm room, and like no answering machines. So, you had to keep calling until someone answered. It was a pain. So there was really, I mean, I tried to get in touch with her. She just like ghosted me. And there was one in photography. No, was it sociology or something? But that was one class I failed because for one reason, because I argued with the teacher. I just like, there were a lot of times when I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. So like, what else do I usually have on here? This is really crazy. I'm just going to look at accessories again for kitchen. So she said, and in theory, she was right, that house prices were rising too high, and people couldn't afford their first house. Totally right. But so what she was saying is that what everyone should do is sell their house for the price they paid for it. And I was like, yeah, but unless everyone else is doing the exact same thing, and you do that, then you're going to get screwed, and you will not have enough money to buy a new house. Or you'll only have enough money to buy a really crummy one. And she was one of those teachers who just didn't like people to disagree with her. So there was that, and then there was something else. I was kind of mouthy. So why does this look so huge? That normally does not look that big. That's really weird. That is really strange. That is not normally that big. That is really strange. I don't think I'm imagining that. Yeah. Yep. I think, you know what? I think people like that just can like figure out exactly who is going to do the work for them if they play it right. I feel like some people just they probably learned it by being younger siblings. You know, it's just like, they just know that if they goof off, then someone that like, they'll nail you as being the person that will take care of it. I really strongly feel that. This is really boring. I'll put some seats here, but I'm gonna have to just figure out. I'm gonna have to just do searches when I'm offline then, because I just can't. This is really weird. Should I do these? These are kind of fun. Let's do these. Oh, you can't see them because of the. Okay, I think I'm going to reverse the rug. Oh, and then we have, so the next 2 days, I have, the students are in, I'm going to have to be, our student workers are in, I'm going to have to just be talking for like, just continually for the next couple days at work. I'm going to have like no voice left, I can tell. Oh, it goes through the, let's see if there's another one. It goes through the floor, the rug. They do. They totally do. You know how, because like, you know how they can tell? Because we're the ones who then are asking the teacher just to clarify some things about the assignment. You know, we're the ones who are like, okay, so can I just ask, do we have to, you know, whatever. And that's how they know. That's the person in my group who will do all the work if I don't do anything. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's what I think is what's happening. Okay, so, ooh, that's kind of nasty. Do I have a leather one? Sometimes the white fabric ones are just horrible. Don't we have... That's weird. Why did I think that these were leather? It's not, I swear we had leather ones. Am I completely losing it? I'd like to think that the eldest daughters are the ones who are more successful in life, but I get the feeling a lot of us just end up being the ones that everyone else is putting the work on, and we're like, we're doing everyone else's work, but we never get our own done. It's kind of depressing. Okay, I like that. I don't know. I like doing what I do. I do admin work, and so I do end up doing that type of thing, but I like doing it. Maybe it's the perfect eldest daughter job. Okay, so these actually should go down here, right? Okay, so let's put a blender there. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to think that we're wildly successful. We all failed it because the majority of the group did nothing. Me and this one girl did our side. Yeah, you know, they do it. So it's like, but what's really frustrating is when they have those projects where there's one grade for everyone. And if everyone, so you either do the entire thing for everyone else who's not working, or you fail, which I always found really frustrating. But I guess it wouldn't be a true group project if you're not getting a group grade. So, but yeah. Oh yeah, now I remember. It was photography, and I remember what it was. We had to do a presentation on different famous photographers. That's what it was. Who did we do? I can't remember who it was. But yeah, that was what it was. And so I did half of the presentation, and she didn't do her half. Yeah. Yeah, now I remember. You know, it just is what it is. And I realized at one point that, it was possible that my grade would be affected. I think actually he ended up, because the teacher liked me. He was really impressed. I guess he felt I had natural abilities in photography. So I think he just let her fail on it. Too bad. I don't know, white on white, not very interesting, but I think the other colors kind of suck, don't they? Yeah. What about well, still, the blue doesn't match. Okay. So I feel like I'll probably put some plants. Let's do a plant now. But my brain is just not, for some reason, coming up with. I must be out of practice or something. Just coming up with yellow. That's an ugly yellow. My brain must just be not coming up with. Why isn't this? That's weird. Is there a problem with this window? Okay. Kind of looks like it. Put it up here, maybe. Yeah, but I don't want to hang in front of the. Hang on. Okay, I'm not sure about it, but yeah, I think we're talking about diminishing returns at this point. Really? Yeah, because it's really. Oh, that's good. Am I a singular group worker theory? It is. It's totally the perfect job. Yeah, I often get this when there's a heat wave, but I think this started, because of MS. But I think this started last week. Like I said, every Wednesday I have a meeting with my boss, and it was just it was very embarrassing. So I think I'm gonna my voice is about to give out, and like I said, I think I've got diminishing returns here because I don't think I can think of all this stuff if I'm doing something else at the same time. So I feel like it's boring. It's really too sterile. I'll find some stuff. But anyway, God, it was so wonderful to see. Yeah, it's so great to see you guys. So perfect timing. Have a good night. And it was so nice to see all of you and chat with you. So yeah, this was fun. I'm definitely glad that I'm feeling well enough to do it. So yeah, so definitely have a good night, Nikki. Good to see you. And of course, everyone else who was watching and stopped by. Yeah. Bye. And 3:15. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah. So and everyone else who's watching the VOD, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I know I'm a little rough around the edges tonight, but hopefully I should start getting back into the swing of things. And yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and I will